Hi guys, I'm Amy. I feel guided to come on and do a reading for the Divine Masculine Collective. Spirit, what is it this Masculine Collective needs to see in here today? What does this Masculine Collective need to see in here? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have the Swan here, the Queen of Arrows. Okay, so the Queen of Arrows is on page 82. This number could be relevant for you. A state of separation may exist, bringing with it sorrow, privation, and misfortune. You may need to break old bonds and find new rivers in which to swim if you are to move beyond this place of darkness and loss. Okay, so you may be going through some darkness and loss right now. But next we have the Five of Stones, endurance. So I feel like you're being guided to tap into your endurance. Okay, so let's find the Five of Stones. Okay, so the Five of Stones is on page 134. This number could be relevant for you. It takes inner strength and courage to protect yourself and survive the challenges of life. This may mean withdrawing from trauma to focus on emotional resilience. Okay, so you may be asking to pull your energy back away from anything that is toxic to you right now. Next we have in the Major Arcana number 14, which is balance in this deck. Okay. And this is on page 64. That number could be relevant for you. Page 65 also. The balance between humanity and nature is vital. The intricate mechanisms that are the arteries and nervous system of the earth are as sensitive and complex as that of any living organism, and we've succeeded in shifting this delicate balance from one of finely tuned interactions to a malign and polluted environment. The ancient peoples of the earth long ago recognized their dependence on the ecosystem of the planet to sustain and renew their children. Modern society has become completely detached from the reality and believes the planet is here only for our selfish and greedy consumption. The renewal is taken for granted, yet we have poured toxic waste into the seas and landscape so that our offspring will be facing death 1,000 years from now. Our abuse of the natural world has annihilated whole species of creatures and rent a hole in the very fabric of the atmosphere that makes life on this planet possible. This is a crime beyond comprehension, and humankind will be paying the price for generations to come. Temperance is the traditional name of this card, and it represents a state of inner strength and tranquility from which deeper knowledge of the self and the universe can be absorbed and contemplated. It is the key to the higher self. Both on the personal level and as a species, we must strive to find a balance. And when you go within and do the inner work and work in that inner balance, it really does help you see how important it is for balance within the universe, the planet, everything. Balance is key to existence. Okay, next we have the Eight of Arrows, struggle. Okay, so if whoever this reading's meant for, you really seem to be going through it right now. This could be a dark night of the soul for you. And I just want to tell you that if it is feeling like a dark night of the soul for you, like your whole world's crashing down and you don't know up from down right now, you will get through this. And it's so much brighter on the other side of the spiritual awakening, okay, and of that death that you have to go through. Okay, however much we wish that divine or divisive and conflicting issues and moral dilemmas didn't exist in our lives, sometimes they are an unavoidable part of the journey. If we are lucky, we have the support and sympathy of friends and loved ones to help us deal with the struggle, but not always. Sometimes, because of the very personal nature of the problem, we are alone dealing with a thorny dilemma that only the individual at the center of the issue can negotiate. The choices can be painful and stark. The path may appear fraught with unfamiliar obstacles and pitfalls, and with no obvious remedy. All these elements may strain our core beliefs, causing us to doubt the validity of previous choices. Such profound personal struggles require calm, decisive, and resolute actions. Reach down into the very core of your being and summon all the reserves of your courage and wisdom. See honestly what the issue will require for you to resolve it, and present those who might be a party to the problem with an implacable and unyielding dedication. View this necessary sojourn with clear eyes and a resolute heart, for to overcome these tests of life makes us stronger. And it's true, it really does make us stronger. Okay, next we have number 21, the World Tree. Okay, and this is on pages 78 and 79. Those numbers could be relevant for you. The Great World Tree marks the end of the wanderer's journey. All 4 seasons are represented in the branches of the tree, and at its base is a labyrinth of the kind found in many parts of the world and dating back to prehistoric times. Okay, so you will complete your journey, and you are coming to a completion in your journey. Okay, you will definitely get there. I know it seems hard right now. Next, we have the Seven of Bows clearance. And this is on page 106. That number could be relevant for you. A time to make decisions and choose priorities. Focus on what you really need in your life and what it is time to dispose of and cut away, especially if it is worn out and broken or no longer meets your needs on the journey of life. So get rid of anything that is holding you back. Next we have the King of Bows, the Adder. Okay, this is on page 96. That number could be relevant for you. Maturity, strength of resolve, energy, and wisdom. The genius and individuality of the seeker is enhanced and rewarded at every turn. Your leadership is unchallenged, your path direct, your goals realized. So this is showing that you are definitely going to have success on this journey. Okay? So don't give up. Next we have the King of Arrows, which is the Kingfisher. Okay, King of Arrows is on page 81. That number could be relevant for you. You may need to exercise judgment, power, force of will. The king is impartial and helps you to see clearly what you no longer need to hold on to. Use your strength to cut yourself free of what weighs you down. Okay, so the energy of getting rid of what no longer serves you is extremely heavy in this reading. And the final card that came out for this reading, or for this deck, is the Eight of Stones, which is about skill. And this is on page 137. That number could be relevant for you. There is an ability to utilize skill for the completion of labors of practical necessity as well as love. Sometimes intense concentration and dedication are required. So you're being guided to put in the work necessary to see the results you want to see. Okay, cut out anything that isn't serving you to get to what it is you seek. Cut out all that is holding you back and make sure you are giving time and focus and attention to what is helping you. Okay? Listen to your own self. Don't listen to what others tell you. Listen to your own self. You know, I'm going to pull from the Well Done Known Tarot. Spirit, what else does this masculine collective need to see and hear at this time regarding their healing journey? What else, Spirit, for this masculine collective? Thank you, Spirit. So we did get the Six of Pentacles that came out. And this is on pages 144 and 145. These numbers could be relevant for you. Prosperity, growth, and generosity. The Six of Pentacles indicates that your long-awaited fruits are ready for harvesting, bringing more wealth than anticipated. Make sure you are generous during this bountiful time. This card can also signify generosity coming from someone else. If this is the case, accept the help of grace and put the resources to good use. Absolutely beautiful. Next, we have the Two of Swords. Okay, pages 104 and 106 and 107. Block division, stalemate. The Two of Swords depicts two opposing forces that have reached a stalemate. You cannot progress forward with either a relationship or a life decision. There's an answer that's being blocked, maybe by a choice. Many times, this card will indicate you do not wish to face the truth the light will reveal. Okay, so there is something that you need to face that you aren't facing. It could have to do with your endurance here, your emotional endurance. You know, I feel like the stalemate could be about you running from your feelings, maybe, and the fact that you need to sit and feel them. Okay, next we have the Eight of Pentacles. And this is on pages 148 and 149. Those numbers could be relevant. Craftsmanship and skill. The spider is a true master of her craft. She weighs against all odds with skill, intricacy, and confidence. The Eight of Pentacles requires a similar approach. Hone your skills. You are close to finding mastery at your craft, so strive for it. Pay attention to all the details. In some cases, this card means you need to find a new hobby, something you truly enjoy. Start a project, become good at it. Okay, this is about tapping into your creativity. We are all creative beings, and we are all at our happiness in life when we tap into that creativity. Okay, and then we have the Two of Cups that came up. And the Two of Cups is on pages 76 and 77. Those numbers could be relevant for you. Connection, love, romance. Say hello to the much adored Two of Cups. When this card appears, you can anticipate new love to be heading your way. And yes, this usually means romance. But sometimes it points to the birth of a dear and lasting friendship. Either way, the connection between you will be pure, honest, and solid. Open your heart and get ready. And this could be an actual relationship with your divine feminine counterpart. Okay, you may be getting ready to get into relationship with your divine feminine. Okay, and then finally I'm going to pull from the Yokai Oracle. Spirit, what is the final message the Masculine Collective needs to see and hear today? Final message here, Spirit. Wow, okay, thank you. Apparently it's a big message for the Masculine Collective today. Okay, we're going to start with Korpakar. Under the Butterbird people, kindness, selflessness, harmony. I'm going to take a drink of water because, yeah, that's a lot of cards to read. Okay, this is on page 87. That number could be relevant for you. One good deed a day. Living beneath the cover of broad Butterbird leaves, the Korpakar were tiny, shy people known for delivering gifts to the Ainu people of Hokkaido under the cover of night. These quiet acts of generosity created a strong bond between the two races that lasted until a young Ainu man betrayed their trust and the Korpakar vanished forever. The four kanji idiom literally means one day, one good. It reminds you that even a single act of thoughtfulness performed consistently can have a positive impact on yourself and the world around you. Genuine kindness asks for nothing in return, yet it ripples outward, creating positive energy. These good deeds don't have to be expensive or time-consuming either. A smile, an encouraging word, or a simple act of service will do. Reflection. What nice thing can you do today with no expectation of something in return? Okay, next we have Makuragaishi Pillow Turners, Perspective Shift, Playful Disruption, Inversion. And this is on page 91, so that number could be relevant for you. Reverse thinking. A sleeper wakes to find their pillow has been mysteriously moved to the foot of the bed, or maybe they themselves are now repositioned upside down. This is the work of the Makuragaishi, a mischievous yogi whose nighttime antics leave you feeling disoriented. Or maybe they're nudging you to look at the world in a different way. The phrase Gaikutu no Haso reflects the power of reversing your perspective to uncover new insights or solutions. The Makuragaishi card encourages you to stop repeating the same mistakes that are getting you nowhere and try looking at your situation from an unconventional angle. If you're really stuck, just do the complete opposite of what hasn't been working. Reflection. How can you turn your perspective upside down to find a solution to a problem, gain new insights, or become unstuck. Oops. Okay, next we have Karakasa Obaki, Umbrella Ghost, Quirkiness, Hidden Purpose, Discovery. This is on page 77, so that number could be relevant for you. The use and uselessness. A weathered and broken umbrella hops around ludicrously on one hairy leg, its single eye darting about, its tongue dangling. Meet the Karakasa Obaki, a yogi that offers a jolt of surprise and a bellyful of laughter to the unsuspecting. This dilapidated parasol may have been tossed out, but it still has purpose. The ancient Zen proverb, the use and uselessness, captures the wisdom of finding value where none seems to exist. Likewise, this card invites you to see beyond the surface. Cast-off objects can be repurposed, and seemingly unproductive acts like daydreaming or spending time in nature are actually essential for your mental and creative well-being. Embrace an imperfection and find a creative use for something that seems utterly useless. Reflection, where can you let go of preconceived notions and find value in the unconventional? Perhaps you're already an artistic that already does that. Okay, we have Kadama, Tree Spirits next, Harmony, Balance, Natural Flow. This is on page 83. That number could be relevant for you. In an ancient old-growth forest, you feel a primeval presence watching you. This is the Kadama, a tree that has reached 100 years old and gained a kami, god or spirit. Kadama are usually invisible, but sometimes they manifest as mysterious sounds, ghostly balls of light, or even a little elderly couple. These guardians protect the forest and its sacred balance. The old proverb, Mui Shizen, teaches you to align with the effortless rhythms of existence. Let go of unnecessary control and manipulation, and instead act authentically, flowing spontaneously with the rhythms and patterns of the world around you. Find the balance between action and non-action, and trust in the natural flow of things. Reflection, where in your life are you forcing or resisting the flow? How can you embrace harmony and allow things to unfold effortlessly? And that's all about trying to release control. Quit trying to control everything. We're not meant to control everything. Next we have Hitatsumi Kozo, One-Eyed Boys. Focus, curiosity, and purpose. This is on page 59. That number could be relevant for you. Reason for being, joy of living. A creepy little bald-headed, one-eyed boy in monk robes wanders around with the sole purpose of startling strangers and then taking great delight in their reaction. This mischievous task is his reason for waking up in the morning. A kagai is one of those uniquely Japanese words that carries a deep and layered meaning. One popular definition states that it's the intersection of what you love, what the world needs, what you're good at, and what you can be paid for. When these elements align, they create a deep sense of purpose and happiness. The Hitatsumi Kozo card encourages you to focus on your potential, nudging you to focus on what sparks excitement and joy and brings meaning to your life. Reflection. No matter how tiny, what can you start doing today to discover or nurture what you're most passionate about? Okay, and that is what your mission is, right? Next we have Shoujo. Harry, Mary, Sea Spirits. Wonder, curiosity, open-mindedness. And this is on page 119. That number could be relevant for you. Beginner's Mind and Spirit. The Shoujo is a playful creature of the sea covered in long, shaggy red hair and known for its love of sake and unbridled joy. These intelligent, free-spirited yogi delight in singing, dancing, and savoring life. They embody a fresh and curious outlook, untainted by judgment or expectation. The Zen concept of beginner's mind encourages you to approach every experience in life with an open heart and sense of wonder. Rediscover the joy in simple things, let go of preconceptions, and embrace the lifelong process of learning and discovery. In your daily life, cultivate a curiosity. By adopting the innocence and joy of the shoujo, you can uncover the beauty in the ordinary and the extraordinary of life. Reflection. Where in your life can you adopt a beginner's mindset? What might you see, hear, or experience differently if you approached it as though for the first time? And I'm hearing that you may be approaching love like it's the first time. Okay, we have Uro Inu, sending off wolves, protection, guidance, safe passage. Okay, this is on page 107. That number could be relevant for you. Guardian Deity. In the remote mountains of Japan, the Okarinu watches from a distance, then follows you. While some stories talk of their danger, if you are chosen, these noble beasts will become silent guardians, protecting you from all the other dangerous things that lurk in the night. Mamorogami are benevolent spirits or deities that protect people, families, communities, or even specific places from harm. A source of comfort and hope, they also bestow blessings, give support, and help connect you to the spiritual world. This card is a reminder that you are never truly alone. Even in the darkest of times, unseen forces guide and protect you. To notice them, try to quiet your mind, ask for signs, and pay close attention to the subtle patterns and meaningful coincidences happening around you all the time. Reflection. What subtle messages have you noticed in your life recently that could indicate someone is watching out for you? And the final card for this reading, Jiminju, Human-Faced Trees. Appreciation, unique encounters, preciousness. Okay, this is on page 67, so that number could be relevant for you. Treasure every encounter. Hidden in forests, secluded valleys, or mountainous mythical lands grows the Jiminju, an otherworldly tree bearing fruit that look like little human heads. These faces don't speak, but if you ask them a question, they start giggling. Be careful, though. If they laugh too hard, they'll fall to the ground, wither, and die. Seeing a Jiminju is a rare and precious encounter. The phrase Ichigo Ichi, which originated with a 16th century green tea master and is used in martial arts and Zen, teaches you to cherish every encounter, as each is a unique occurrence that can never be repeated. This card reminds you to be fully present, pay attention, and cherish every person and fleeting moment with gratitude and respect. Reflection: how can you more deeply appreciate the moments and people in your life? And I feel like the more that you reflect on that, the happier you're going to find you are. I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.